Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to Massive Darkness 2 Heavenfall unboxing. This is part 3. We are going to go over all of the brand new hero skills for them leveling up from between level 6 and 10. Check out video 1 for concept of what the campaign mode is, as well as the enemies. Check out video 2 for all of the item cards and mob item cards and all this. And then video 3 will just have the skills, because there's so many. It's just going to take me a bit to go through all of them. Alright, so without further ado, let's jump into them. Alright, so how the skill cards work is, so in the base game, you have your skill cards that go up to level 5, because that's as far as you can gain. And here you're going to gain skills that will get you 6 to 10. You can keep gaining more abilities. So if you've seen on the expansion sets, you've seen all the new heroes, like the Tinker and stuff like that, all come with all their cards. This just upgrades the cards from the base game. So the Berserker, the Wizard, the Rogue, the Ranger, the Shaman, and the Paladin. So what we're going to get is you're going to get a level 4 version, number 4s of all their base 3 skills. These are their level 7s they can unlock. So for the Berserker in the Blood Rage stance, we have Fatal Fury 4. So he gains +1 Rage. He has +2 yellow, or 2 orange, or 1 red. He can gain Charge 4 for his Reckless stance. Spend 1 mana to charge. Charge attack gains +6 attack. And then he has Payback 4 for his Provoke defense. You can pay 1 Rage. After combat, if you cook at least 1 wound, deal 8 wounds. And combat, if you get KO'd, kill the attacking or defending mob or roaming monster. So it's kind of fun. They're also going to gain level 3s for their secondary skills, which they can unlock at level 6. So in Raged Fighter 3, you may change to this stance for free. When you do, gain 1 Rage or heal 2. And then they have Soothing 3, any stance. Anytime 1 Rage, heal 4 from yourself. While in the stance, whenever you gain Rage, gain 1 additional Rage. Then the next thing, which is really fun, is at level 9, they can gain Hybrid skills. So this requires level 4 of 2 of the other skills. So basically, if you want one of the hybrid skills, you have to essentially only go for 2 and not all 3. You can't spread amongst all 3 skills. Otherwise, you won't have enough points to afford all of them. So you get Blind Tackle. You can put it in Blood Rage or Reckless. It says charge 1, charge attack 1, spend a mana, or spend a Rage to gain 3 wounds. Retaliation, so it replaces their Blood Rage or Provoke. Combat 2 Rage, kill 1 attacking or defending minion. And then Trail of Blood, either Reckless or Provoke. Combat 1, after combat you may move 1, ignore reaction damage, deal 3 wounds to each enemy in the zone you left. They also gain 1 new set of abilities for level 8 and 9. They have Focus Strike 1, Wound 5, spend 1 Rage to reroll and roll 1 red die. If you have a 2-handed weapon equipped, gain 2 attack. And then level 2 version is you gain extra dice and extra attack. Then finally they have a brand new level 10 ability, Rallying Cry. Action, spend 2 Rage, move 1 enemy or another hero in your tile up to 2 zones. If the hero is moved this way, they may immediately perform a free attack if possible. And then the alternate level 10 ability they can get is everyone has Lightbringer Ascension. So every character has an ability called Lightbringer Ascension. So it says, and they kind of have very similar abilities. So they all have your Shadow. You roll Shadow in Light zones, so you roll that Shadow dice more often, and you can't use your Shadow effects in Light zones instead. So you get to roll it, you gain like any other bonuses from it, but if you roll the Shadow symbol, you can use this special effect instead. So his is for the Berserker is +1 attack for each rage you have. So depending on whatever zone you're in, you use them. Plus the fact is also, if you're using the set armors, you get access to that ability more often as well. Which is kind of fun. Alright, there's our Berserker. Alright, so now we have our wizards. We have our Fire Course 4 attack, 2 mana. +5 attack, defender takes 2 fire. Frost armor. Mana place 1 frost on any armor of any of the hero in the zone of line of sight. When the heroes attack, they may discard it to gain defense, 2 green dice, ignore 2 slashes, and attacker takes 1 frost. Might be the way I go. I like playing defense characters or helping characters. In Dark Magic 4, take 3 wounds, heal 7 damage to 2 different enemies in the dungeon. Not heal, deal 7 damage. It's not heal them. So we have Time Walk 3. Spend 5 mana, choose 2 other heroes to immediately perform a free action. During this action, they may gain attack +1 red die or move +1 movement point. Or Battle Wizard 3, as long as the skill is on the spell amulet, you may use attacks with magic range at 0 range with +1 +1 yellow, red, or orange die. Then the new skills we have, or the hybrid skills we have, are Lava Burst. Spend 1 mana if an enemy in magic range has at least 1 fire and 1 frost, deal 8 wounds to them, then remove 1 of each. Implosion. Spend 1, take 2 wounds to resolve all fire on the enemies in the dungeon, rolling a red instead of a yellow. And then Biting Cold. As long as the skill is on the spell amulet, anytime an enemy takes frost, you may take 1 wound to deal 3 wounds to that enemy. Our new skill, Teleport 1. Spend 2 mana to place yourself in a zone in magic range, ignoring line of sight. Deal 5 wounds to all enemies in that zone. You can't teleport into a closed chamber. And then the upgraded version lets you deal 8 wounds instead. The wizard's level 10 is Arcane Form. As long as the skill is on the spell amulet, you gain +2 range for magic attacks. Magic attacks deal +5 sword and movement, +1 MP, and taking reaction damage of the same amount of wounds to an. When taking reaction damage, deal the same amount of wounds to an enemy. That's pretty sweet. And his Lightbringer Ascension lets him deal 3 wounds and gain 3 mana. So it's kind of fun, depending on which way you want to play. I like that they gave out 2 level 10s. Alright, up next we have the Rogue. So we have Deadly Mixture 4. Attacking heroes attacking poison enemies gain attack, ignore 1 blue or green die. Poison enemies take 6 wounds at the start of their activation. Shadow Form 4. Kill 1 minion from the defending mob, and then Shadow Attack, spend 1 mana, deal 5. And then we have Tailored Swiftness 4. You gain these skill tokens. 1 red die for each, or 2 +1 reds. Move any 1 other red token. So we're going to gain a bunch of new tokens for the Rogue. So we're going to gain 2 red dice, 2 ignores, 2 green dice for defense, and then a shadow, poison, and shadow. So that's cool. So let's see all of them as we go through. Toolkit Upgrade 3. At the start of your turn, you may add a random face-up spike trap to a zone in range 0 to 2 if possible. This trap only affects enemies. Trap damage ×5. Action, move yourself to a trap 2 zones away and remove it without suffering its effect. And Rehearsed Tricks 3. At the start of your turn, you may rotate this card to exhaust it. Place back any number of tokens you drew and draw the same amount. You may pick from your discarded tokens. Reshuffle this, or refresh this card when reshuffling the bag. So your hybrids. When you gain this skill, you gain this token as shadowing a reroll. Remove any other 1 token. Attacking heroes. Heroes attacking poison enemies gain shadow attack, ignore 1 claw. We have double strike. When you gain this token, gain poison and 1 orange dice. Remove any other 1 token. When you attack a poison enemy, attacks gain double the number of swords. And then we have weak spot. Gain shadow +1. Remove any other 1 token. So then we have this information card. It says when attacking an enemy using these tokens, apply the shadow poison effect addition to the combat bonus. It's just combining the two, which makes sense. Our new ability is Shadow Merge. Remove any other 1 token. Ignore 1 slash. And then the upgraded lets you ignore 3. So we have a rule for that. When using the Shadow Merge token for an action, instead of flipping it to its use side, place it on your hero's armor slot. When you are attacking, you may return this token to the bag to gain 1 defense die. Their level 10 ability is Dark Evasion. When you gain this token, gain ignore all slashes. And then combat, ignore 1 claw and deal 3 wounds to this enemy. And then Lightbringer Ascension. Defender gains -1 defense for each discarded rogue token. If your zone is in light and shadow, trigger both effects. That's actually kind of cool, because it has the ability to do some extra stuff with them. Alright. Then we have the Ranger. Our Archer here says Air Volley 4. Range attack 1 mana. Each other enemy in line of sight takes 4 wounds. And mana 3, kill 1 minion from each mob in line of sight. If the mob has no minions, kill the leader instead. Fire Arrow 4, Defender takes 3 fire, then add to the attack 1 yellow and 1 red, 1 orange and 1 red, or 2 red. And then Piercing Arrow, for each 2 revealed arrows, Defender gets -2. If you didn't get perfect, then +4 swords. Grappling Arrow 3. Draw 2 arrows, then before each move action, discard 1 card and return the other to the top of the deck. Draw 2 arrow cards before each move. Gain 1 movement per arrow on the discarded card. Improve Strings. When you overload, you may choose 1 break effect to ignore once per turn. If you would overload, apply the central effect instead of the break effect. Our hybrid skills: Fire from Above. Perfect, deal 3 wounds, add 1 fire to each enemy in range. Double Arrow. For each 2 arrows revealed, ignore 1 slash and deal 2 wounds to each other enemy in line of sight. And Windy Arrow. For each 3 arrows revealed, add 1 fire. Ranged attack, spend 3 mana, add 1 attack per fire on the target. Our new skill is Handcrafted Arrow. This card is in effect for all your ranged attacks. It does not grant arrows. Well, that's cool. So you get an extra 1. So you gain perfect, you gain 1 orange or red die. Regular, you get orange, or broke. Overload, you get 1 wound. And if we upgrade it, instead it's 1 or 2, 1 red, or take 1 wound. Our level 10 ability is Headshot. If the defending enemy is a mob, kill 1 minion. Our perfect, kill the defending roaming monster who has less than 25 health. And then our Lightbringer Ascension, draw and discard 2 arrow cards, apply the central effects to both of the cards to the attack. Alright, number 3, we have the Shaman, Healing Wave. So you spend 2 water, 2 air to roll 3 red, heal each hero in range magic equal to the shield roll or swords rolled, or spend 1, or also spend 1 additional earth to heal 1 to each hero in your tile. Firestorm 4, 3 fire and a wind. Roll 3, deal wounds to equal to the sword to each enemy in magic range, plus 1 per fire, or spend an additional wind to give it range. You can move it. It's kind of neat. Like the one, you can pull your healing effect back. Firestorm, you can push your attack forward. And Avalanche. Water and 2 earth, add frost to 1 enemy in range. 2 wind, deal 5 wounds to 1 enemy with a frost in range. And then 3, deal 5 to each enemy with frost takes 5 wounds. This is kind of like a build-up effect. You hit them once, and then the next time you can deal 5 wounds to 1 enemy, and then later you can do it to all enemies. We gotta level up our Flame Spirit. Spend 2 fire, 2 earth to place a flame, then add 2 to each enemy in the zone. And here's our new Flame Spirit. It's a 3 defense, 8 health. Defender takes 2 fire. And then we have our Frost. It's just 2 water, 2 earth. Add 1 frost to each enemy in magic range. And there's Defender takes 1 frost. Our hybrids are Renewing Flame, Water, Fire. Roll 2 orange. Heal any hero equal to the attack roll to then add 2 fire. Plus 1 enemy. Add 2 fire to 1 enemy in the dungeon. Refreshing Cold, Water, and Earth. Roll 2 orange. Heal any hero equal to the sword roll, then add 2 frost to 1 enemy in the dungeon. And Volcano. Earth and Fire. Roll 1 orange for each sword roll. Distribute 1 frost or fire between your enemies on your tile. Our new ability is Nature's Revenge. Wind and Earth, roll 1 orange. When summoning the die pool for your next attack this round, remove defense dice equal to the sword rolled. And then this one lets you roll a orange one instead, or a red one instead. And they're level 10. 1 with Nature. All 4 elements. You are in Nature form until the start of your next activation. 1 Nature form you gain. Spend Wind, heal any hero by 5. Spend Water, move any enemy 1 or 2. Fire, deal 6 wounds to an enemy. Or Earth, move any hero 1 or 2. And then our Lightbringer Ascension. Deal 2 wounds to the defender per element on your highest attack track. Cool. Alright, then our final one is the Paladin. Of course, the Paladins have a little bit more. So we have Banish. Move up to 2 enemies in this consecrated zone by 1 or 2 moved enemies. Take 1 frost. And then if we bless it, this is a shadow zone. Then we have Boldness 4. Reroll 2 and choose 1 of the dice to use, which is nice. Yellow, orange, or red. Instead, now we also get plus 3 sword. Lifelink 4, max 3 health. Paladin may take wounds instead of other heroes in this consecration zone. For Blessed, ignore 3 wounds and he may also take them. Echoing Hollow 3. This consecration zone affects all adjacent zones. Heroes move from the affected zones ignore reaction damage. At the end of that move, deal 3 wounds to each enemy in the Echoing Hollow zone. Divine Protection 3. Heroes may target any consecrated zone if possible to attack an enemy in another consecrated zone. Heroes attacking this way may ignore 1 defense. Same thing, except now they can ignore 2 defense. Then our hybrid skills. Hurl. Pay 1 to move 1 hero in this consecrated zone by 1. If the hero ends in a zone with an enemy, that enemy takes 5 wounds. It kind of like throwing one of your teammates. May move them by 1 or 2, instead they take 7 wounds. Sacrifice. Move 1 hero in a consecrated zone by 1, ignoring reaction damage. You may take up to 3 wounds to to heal that hero the same amount. And then, move with a 1 or 2, you may take any amount of wounds to heal the same amount. And then lifesteal. After a hero's consecrated zone attacks, heal the amount of wounds dealt to the attacker distributed as you wish between the attacker and you. And then, attack deal 2 wounds. Anytime one after hero attacks, heal the amount of the same thing. Which gives them an extra attack. Then the brand new one, we have Weaken Evil 1. Heroes attacking enemies in this consecrated zone have attack, ignore 1 blue die. Very specific. Here we go. Blessed, it does 1 green or blue. And then Weaken Evil 2 has 2 blue or 1 green and 1 blue. Our level 10 ability. Enemies attacking this consecrated zone roll -1 orange die. Or enemies attacking roll -1 orange and 1 red. And then finally his Lightbringer Ascension. Move each of your consecration tokens up to 2 zones. That's fun to move the tokens around. And it doesn't end up with a blessed version, unfortunately. Alright, that was our Paladin. Alright, so that is what we would have for Massive Darkness 2 Heavenfall. That was all of the brand new abilities on the characters. So if you want to see what the original ones are, check out the original video. And, you know, if you can think of any other type of videos you'd like me to do for this, let me know. Like, you want me to just do a full one with all the heroes in one video, just so every hero's together with all their abilities. I could do something like that. Just a comparison. Things like that, just let me know in the comments or other things. I'm up for whatever. See you guys next video. Bye.